Hey, my name is George.
Yeah.
You're most welcome to Chill Talk Podcast.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
So chill talk means what? Chilling.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chill Talk Podcast is a South Sudanese podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, technically, you're in South Sudan audience.
What's up, man? The last time I was in Sudan, Juba. When was it? It's been some time. I've not been there in a while. Juba, yeah, I've been there like 3 times.
You?
Yo, we've done some good shows in Juba, but it's been long. Maybe 2014.
How was your expression there?
It was good. It was good. Like, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
I can't even remember the name of the hotels, but there were some good shows. Yeah. So I
Okay.
need to come back. I need to come back to Juba.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah, man.
Did you learn some languages? Did you learn?
If I learned
Even Arabic?
If I learned, I forgot. It was a long time.
Kev.
Eh?
Kev.
Kev.
Mm.
What's Kev?
Kev is how are you? How are you?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Kev, like when you say cave,
Yeah, Kev.
then you say quiz.
Kev, quiz.
Yeah. How are you? I'm fine. Kev, quiz.
Quiz. Kev, quiz. Okay.
Yeah.
Today I'm learning languages. Okay.
Of course.
Nice. Mm.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nameless, for coming to Arua, and particular also in Uganda.
Yeah.
How was your first expression, like coming to Arua in terms of the weather?
I mean,
the
for me,
people? Yes.
For me, I came when I was told it's 10 hours. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know it was that far. So we came.
Yes.
We drove and drove and drove.
Yeah.
But when I landed at night.
Yeah.
Were received very well. I'm told, Arua people just love good time, peace. They're nice. So I'm expecting to have a good time here.
Yes.
Today maybe a big, go around, see how the town is, because we arrived at night. And I'm excited about the show tomorrow, Yeah. First time here.
Like before you're coming to Arua.
Yeah.
Did you do any research, like something that you wanted to know about Arua, or you were just?
No, me, I'm just like, I come and I find out when I get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it's on the north towards the border, but I'm like curious to know. Like, you tell me, what are the things I need to go and see? What should I not miss when I live here?
A lot, like the food.
There's
There's a good food here called
Yeah.
Inyasa.
Inyasa.
Yeah,
Inyasa.
yeah, it's
What's that?
cassava flour.
Cassava.
Yeah, made out of cassava flour.
Okay.
It's a very good food. I think you need to test it out.
Inyasa.
Yeah.
All right. I need one Inyasa with what else?
Yeah.
Comes with what?
A lot of food.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nameless.
Yeah.
A lot of people know you. You're a legend. And a lot of people know you as Nameless. But in your own way, how will you define yourself? Like, how will you introduce yourself?
Well, for me, where I am right now in life, I'm a very easygoing guy. I'm also a very thoughtful person. I think a lot more than normal. Think about life more than normal. I'm normally very humbled with any blessings I get.
Okay.
I love to bring people together, and I do that through my music as well. But also just wherever I go, I try to bring people together, make people see each other's point of view. I'm a father of 3 girls.
Yes. Yes.
Husband to 1.
Okay.
She's also a musician called Wahoo.
Yes.
My friends call me Monsky. My real name is David.
David.
Yeah. I've been a musician for almost 25 years now. So I do what you'd call Kenyan pop music. It's a combination of fusions of different things. As I've been growing up, I liked hip hop, I liked R&B, I liked dancehall, I liked Afro. So my music, when you listen to it, it has a bit of all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's basically, I'm 6'2".
Wow. But now, like among us all names, why did you choose your name to be Nameless?
I tried to get names before that. I was trying to pick a name and I don't like it.
What was the name?
There's some funny ones. There was one I called myself the mechanic.
The mechanic.
The mechanic.
Mm.
I used to wear overalls. There's a place I worked in a factory and we used to have overalls. So I thought of calling myself the mechanic where I go with an overall all the time. But after one show, I was like, nah, I don't like that name. Called myself four other names and I didn't like them. So one day in a competition, I was asked, a radio competition, and they asked me what's my name.
Yes.
And I had not thought of a name.
Yes.
I had not decided on a name.
Yes.
So I said Nameless. And immediately they said Nameless. I was like,
that is it.
That's the name I've been looking for.
That name is real cool.
Yeah, it has a level of mystery, but also it doesn't box you anywhere. Yeah, you're not. If I'm the mechanic, I would be boxed as a mechanic. I would have to be wearing overalls all the time. But as Nameless, I'm just easy,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a name that and it's a name that has built itself over time.
And it's a big name.
Yeah.
It's really big, huge.
Nameless is a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and as I started at that time, I didn't even know where I'd sing this long.
Yeah.
I was in campus. I was just doing it for fun.
Yes.
I was studying architecture, and then all these years later, I'm like, man, it became my whole career. Became my life.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it was not something I planned. I didn't think I'll be a musician. At my younger time, I was a very shy guy. I never thought of myself up on stage. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I want to be a performer.
Yes.
I like rapping and singing, but not on stage.
Not on stage.
But somehow I found myself there.
And you're performing now.
And I'm like, man, I can't believe that's why I say you never know yourself. You can be a shy person, you never know you might end up being a presenter. I don't think you ever knew you'd be in podcast business.
Yeah, of course. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so you never know, and until you're there, then you have to find ways. So I had to find my own ways to be confident on stage and perform, And now I'm known as, one of the top performers in East Africa. Yeah.
Of course. Africa, generally. Of course. So, Nameless, you are being in a two era.
Yeah.
Like before the internet came in until you reached where the internet is, where you find distribution of songs became so easy. So, like, how do you observe that shift towards your career of music? And when you compare the two era, the internet era and the era of not internet, people are using cassette, radio station, and TV. But then when you look into the current generation we're in, they're putting different, and you're into it. So how do you define that?
I mean, it's definitely there are pros and cons to both eras. The era where there was no internet, only radio would push you to people.
Yes.
So radio and TV were very powerful.
Yeah.
They were too powerful, in fact, too powerful. And if someone didn't want to play for you, you'd be in trouble. So you had to find a way to make the music that they wanted to play. That was the way you had to find a way to market yourself. You have to know this is the kind of music people like. I have to make music in this way. And then the station will have no choice but to play it because it's what they are looking for.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to have a record label that was good at doing that. Ogopa DJs was very good in understanding what the people want. Then through that, now internet started coming up. And at first I didn't know what it was. I was not thinking it's, because you've been in this other era of cassettes and CDs when you're seeing these other things. I remember my first songs were being put on YouTube by other people, not me.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just I'm finding my song. Who is there? Who's put this? Next thing, yeah. So, but I never used to really take it this seriously. But I think 2014, 15 is when I started now looking at it differently.
Oh, so you started using the internet in 2014?
I started taking... No, I was on it before.
Yes.
But I was not taking it seriously.
Oh.
I was just thinking, I really don't want to be on the internet. I don't like sharing my private life or anything on the internet. I don't really like talking on the internet. I was a very private person.
Yes.
But 2014, I remember I was in Australia on a tour.
Yes.
And the promoter explained to me why it's important for me to promote the show on my platform. And we had a long talk, and I was like, I see the power of these platforms. I can market myself more.
Yes.
I can market my new music. I can market my shows, what. So at that point is when I started now taking internet seriously.
Yeah.
Trying to read the platforms in Facebook, Instagram. And I was very lucky I did that because it helped my numbers grow. And now, during COVID, now I don't only do music, I can also do influencing for products. Because now I learned as a musician, or anyone anyway,
Yeah.
you have to have the ability to change with times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the environment changes, you must change.
True.
You
True.
must learn how to change. Yeah. So for me, that's what happened. I changed.
There are people who have remained. They don't want to come and
Yeah.
embrace the internet.
Yeah. You can't survive without. Even now, more than ever, the generations that are coming now, you have to be even better in changing.
Yes.
Because with ChatGPT, change is going to be too fast, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be too fast.
Of course.
So your ability to see, okay, now this is not working, I have to change. You have to change next. And you have to be able to change almost your personality. You're changing your personality consistently.
Yeah. Really change. Because right now, when you see musician right now, it's like by default,
Yeah.
they are made to become content creators.
Oh, yeah.
Because you find
Yeah, true.
before you release your song, you have to go to TikTok.
Oh, yeah. You have to be a dancer, my friend.
You have to start dancing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, your song won't go.
Like for me, I joined TikTok very early to learn it.
Yes.
My age mates, musicians will ask me, "What are you doing on TikTok? Are you mad?" I told them you have no choice. You have to, every time there's a new platform, you have to enter and learn it, understand why it works, and then find a way to now use that knowledge in your creation, in your marketing. So even me, sometimes I write music thinking of TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, writing. No, even when I'm writing it, not even on marketing, even before marketing, even in the writing, because I try to understand how does TikTok work, why did this song work and not this one. So for me, I'm like, you have to be able to adjust. Now, as you are saying, you have to be a content creator.
Yeah.
You're competing with everyone in the world. I'm competing with the podcasters.
Yeah.
I'm competing with DJs. I'm competing with comedians because everyone is getting people's attention.
Yeah.
So you have to find ways to collaborate. So like now I'm on your podcast. I'm collaborating. So anyone who listens to podcasts, who didn't know Nameless exists, now he knows Nameless exists.
Of course. Of course.
Exactly. That's why it's good for people to collaborate in the different platforms so that you spread your brand. Even me, anyone who knew me and didn't know you now knows there's a guy who has a podcast called Chill Talk.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You are one of the person in terms of parenting, like in marriage. You're a person who have stayed really longer. I was going through the internet to really learn more about you.
Yeah.
I found out that you spent like about more than 18 years in your marriage, and now you have like 3 children.
3 girls.
What does parenting mean to you as a musician? And both of you are all musicians, you're big names in Kenya, in East Africa, in Africa. How does that one mean to you?
I mean, parenting for me is like, is such an important job. It's like the most important job in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, are you a parent?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You realize it's the most important job you'll ever have, because you are literally part of the people who are molding the next generation. So all the problems you see in the world right now is because of bad parenting. Yeah. All the problems, from hate, corruption, to and not bad in a bad way, people just not knowing how to instill the right values in children in a way that when they get to the world they can survive, but at the same time bring good values to the world.
Yeah.
So your ability to teach and to learn and to teach a child is a big job. So
Yeah.
for me, it's a job I hold with a lot of pride.
Yes.
That I have to be I call it, you're like a coach. A parent is like a coach. If you've ever had experience with a good coach knows how to challenge you, to support you, to push you to get to your full potential. He has to understand the game. So you have to understand the game of life and teach your children how to navigate it in the best way.
Yeah.
So the better you bring up your children to be better people in the community, the better the community becomes. So you have a big role.
Yeah.
Because so how your parents instilled in you some things and others you learned along the way is now going to determine whether you're going to be a problem in this world or a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. So parenting for me is a big deal.
What are some of your principles that you really consider in your marriage that keeps this marriage going?
A growth mindset. Like me and my wife have admitted to ourselves and each other that we don't know everything, and we are self-improving. And if you're in a partnership with a marriage where both of you know that you're not perfect and you are trying to work on yourselves,
yes,
then you keep improving.
Yes.
But if you enter there thinking, I know everything, it's going to be very hard. So that helps us check ourselves and check each other. And then we look at ourselves as partners in life. So we want the best for each other.
Okay.
And then we also have things we are doing together, like bring up our children, bring up our careers.
Yes.
So I think I looked at marriage as that you're marrying someone who's slightly different from you, but you can learn from each other and go through life together. Ups and downs of life, ups and downs of relationships. It's not easy. 20 years, I'm celebrating 20 years. It's not been easy.
Of course.
Yeah. It's not easy because you're living with someone who's different.
Of course.
From you, different background, different everything is different. Yeah. So it's not easy every day to learn and accept some things and other things improve.
Okay. So right now we're in a society where they say men are the head of the family. Like you find that when a person, like especially the man, the husband, does a mistake, he doesn't apologize. They're like, don't say sorry. It's like you're weak. People consider that you're weak when you apologize to your woman. But do you think, is it correct for you to say sorry to your woman, to apologize to your woman if you have done something?
Of course. See, that's why I'm telling you the problems of the world is because of how people are brought up. So now if you are told by someone, don't apologize, see where the problems are. Yeah, because if you're wrong, it's okay to accept you're wrong. That means you'll improve. If I don't apologize or I don't agree, that means I can't improve. I can't be better because in my head, I know everything.
Yeah.
So I think the mistakes that were made as such statements, you're the head of the home, apologies is weakness. That's apology is strength. When I apologize, it means you're okay to know that you can be wrong.
Okay.
And that's a very big thing. In fact, for me, my daughters, I tell them, I need you to learn to be okay when you're wrong and accept. It's okay. In fact, it's a very good thing.
Yes.
Because you will keep improving. I need you to look for people who are okay with accepting they are wrong. If you meet a man or a boy who can never accept, don't go with that person. Because that person will not grow. They don't grow. They don't improve. They don't improve because they cannot be wrong.
They feel that they know everything.
Yeah. And there's no way. It's not possible to know everything. It's impossible. Even the most clever guy doesn't know everything. It's not possible. So if you have that, that's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was taught very badly. When they say head of the home, it's also not the right way because some things I'm better than my wife. Some things my wife is better than me.
Yes.
So the things that she's better than me, I tell her, you lead in that area.
In that area.
Yeah, you're good in that. And in this area, I lead, and she knows this guy is good in this area, and she follows.
Wow.
And in that area, I follow. You get me?
Yeah.
It's not weakness, it's wisdom.
It's wisdom.
And me, my biggest values in my house is wisdom. I tell my kids what I want you to learn is how to keep getting wiser with time, experience, lessons, failures, successes. Even in success, you can learn something. Even in failure, you can learn something. So that's how I see these teachings to be affecting relationships in the wrong way. Yeah.
So recently, I was listening to one of your songs, titled "This Love."
This love, yeah.
And "This Love" is really a very good song. Also, the same thing your woman
Yeah, I did that song.
did the same thing.
Yeah.
What is behind that? Because what
Yeah.
was the idea? What are you trying to tell us?
It was interesting because the first thing that happened is
Yes.
when we had that track,
Yeah.
I wrote a song
Yeah.
on the track.
Yes.
And her, separately, she wrote a different song without me knowing.
Yo.
She just wrote something and I wrote. So when we listened, me, I'm writing a song about pain and fighting. Her, she wrote a song about love. So already we found that interesting that with the same track, she went into happy love and me, I went into fighting love. So we talked to the producer and said, why don't we do a project where we release a song the same day and show how people can be going through different things in the same space. So in this area here,
Yeah.
there are some people who are excited in love, the others who are hating love.
Yeah.
There are those who don't believe in love. There are those who, are recovering from love, but they're all in the same space and we're all having the same drink. So that's the concept of this love. Because if you listen to the video and the song, we're in the same room, but her, she's experiencing a very good love.
Yeah.
And me, I'm experiencing a very bad love. And somehow we intertwine. So that was the concept that we wanted to show that we're all going through different experiences in the same space.
So the question that can follow, why did you people bring just a Bien and the wife? And
The wife.
Yes.
Yeah. That one was more like they were our friends. At that time, even they were my neighbors. They were literally next door.
yeah.
So we talk a lot and all that. And I was like, you know what? Bien really used to like that track and all that. And I asked him, would you be okay to come to my video and just show them the concept? And they really liked it. And I was like, in this concept, I want to be the husband to your wife. And because it's just like showing that, we never know who we could have ended up with.
Yeah.
So they were happy to do it and they liked the concept as well.
Okay.
And I was lucky to have them on board.
Wow.
And Chiki, his wife's a good actor as well. I didn't know how good she is, man. I was telling Bien, hey, your wife has another serious face, a scary face. There's a time she acts like she's very pissed off.
Yeah.
And I remember in the shoot, I was telling Bien, hey, your wife has dagger eyes, man. Say, like she can, when she's pissed, she must stress your life. It was a good project.
Okay. So maybe last one.
Yeah.
As the year is ending, what do we have on board?
Okay. Fun enough, I was about to release a song last week, but I changed my mind. In fact, I would have probably been promoting it when I'm here.
Yes.
But I changed my mind to release it beginning of the year because I realized releasing a song too close to Christmas, there's too much happening. Let me let it happen. Right now, it's more of performances.
Yes.
I'm here in Arua. Excited to be here for the first time.
Yes.
All the way in the north of Uganda.
Yes.
I go back to Nairobi, do a few shows. So this right now is just mainly kufunga mwaka. We say kufunga mwaka. Closing the year.
Yes.
The sherehe. You know sherehe?
I don't know.
Party.
Oh, yeah.
Sherehe. So tuko na sherehe hii weekend Arua. As we closing the year down, reflect on the year, how the year has gone. So that now we start off next year the bang. So next year, beginning of the year is when I think I'll release my first song from my album. So that will be a nice. Next year is going to be a hectic year for me musically.
Okay.
because
January.
From next year, yeah.
Next year.
Releasing a lot of music and pushing it. You'll be seeing me on TikTok a lot.
Ah.
Follow me on Nameless Kenya.
That's good.
I'll be doing my thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you so
look
much.
out for that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro.